here in the city of Houston, and I'm so grateful to be here and stand as your MC this evening. I just moved here in December, so actually this is my very first engagement here in Houston, so I'm honored to actually be here MCing tonight. So again, thank you so much for having me, and welcome to the Prevention Zone's third annual Circles of Excellence Criminal Justice Awards reception. And tonight, obviously, we will be honoring so many people here in the city who do so much work in the criminal justice reform field. So again, thank you for having me, Ms. Daphne. Thank you again for having me as well. We are about to get our program started. So, and let me say this while I have my boss here in the room with me. When you wake up in the morning and you're brushing your teeth, you may have your bonnet on, you may be washing your face and doing everything you do in the morning. Make sure you turn on Fox 26. Well, actually, just turn it on at 4 o'clock in the morning. We are on all the way until 10 a.m. We got you covered throughout the morning. I'll be at work tomorrow, so we'll see each other tomorrow morning. Is that all right? All right. So first, I want to welcome to the stage Andre James. He will be coming with a selection.
Watch every morning, man. I watch every morning. Good morning, family. I'm sorry, good afternoon, family. Thinking I'm in church. Hallelujah. Daphne, congratulations on your project, your vision. I thank you for serving the community, blessing everybody, acknowledging them. And I was called off guard. I'm going to sing a little something because I'm a church boy, and we're going to bless this opening of this service. How can I say thanks for the things you have done for me, Lord, those things so undeserved, yet you came to prove your love for me, and the voices of a million angels cannot express, Lord, all my gratitude, all that I am and ever hope to be, I will owe to thee, and to God be the glory. To God be the glory. To God be all the glory for the things he has done. For with his blood he has saved me, and with his power he reached down and raised me. And to God be all the glory for the things he has done. Lord, let me live, Lord, all of my life, and let it be pleasing, O Lord, to thee. And should this man gain any praise, let it go to Calvary, for with his blood he has saved me, and with his power he reached down and raised me. And to God be all the glory for the things that he has done, that he has done. God bless you.
Put your hands together one more time for Andre James. Acapella and on. Now that I know I'm in the midst of the saints tonight, elbow your neighbor and say, we don't need no music. All right, so as you walked in, you probably saw on the right, there are actually, we're doing a silent auction this evening, auctioning off a couple of good items. 4 tickets to see the Astros, 2 tickets for dinner by a private chef, and we're also auctioning off some homemade cake. Somebody here must know I love some pound cake, because I do see a couple of them back there. So make sure you put your bids in before the end of the program, because I'm sure you either want to see the Astros or you want something to eat. All right, amen? All right. Next, I want to bring to the stage the founder, our fearless leader, Miss Daphne Jack.
I was hoping it was Monday. Got more notes out here. Good evening to everyone. Can you all hear me? Yes. Thank you. Again, good evening and welcome to the 2024 Circles of Excellence Criminal Justice Awards. I would like to extend a warm thank you to every one of you, our generous sponsors, HEB, and our esteemed media partner, and I've been waiting to say this, start, Fox 26 News. I've been wanting to say that. Let me say it one more time. Fox 26. Who support and enable us to extend the reach of our mission worldwide. I also want to thank and express our deepest appreciation to our dedicated board members, the volunteers, and the nominating committee for their fearless effort in making tonight possible. Allow me to share, and I'm using my notes, so if I'm not looking at your eyes, y'all excuse me. But allow me to share a personal reflection from my time as a parole officer. In my experience, I witnessed firsthand the children who have parents that had been incarcerated. Left without parents, the spouses navigating life's challenges along in the community, grappling with the absence of their loved ones. And in these moments of adversity, the importance of collective effort became abundantly clear. Tonight, I stand before you to appeal your generosity and compassion. Your contributions tonight is more than just a donation. It is an investment in change, a beacon of hope, those who need it most. Together, we can transform lives, restore dignity, and break the cycle of incarceration. Can I get an amen? Sorry about that, y'all. Building relationships and forging partnerships are in the hearts of our mission. By celebrating the unsung heroes of the criminal justice system, we shine brighter light on your remarkable work, and the foundation for meaningful collaboration to drive lasting change. Speaking of relationships and partnerships, I have our dear board member, Percy Kennedy. He's going to come and tell you about the Inside Out Dad program, so he can make his way up here. But as I finish, he has the Inside Out Dad program, and he's going to come and share. But as I was thinking, I had the opportunity to speak with Beth Harp. She's with Kids Meals. How many of you have heard of Kids Meals? See, only just a few of us. Well, guess what? She's going to be known worldwide. So when we asked again, Do you all know Beth Harp? What you gonna say? Yeah, I know her. Because she and I will be able to build a partnership. We built the relationship, and now we're building a partnership. And guess what? They feed 8,000 children a day. Did you know that? 8,000 children a day. 56 different zip codes just here in the city of Houston. And when she told me that, I just got goosebumps. I was like, oh my God, I have to get to know you. Then we have Restoring Justice. How many of you heard of Restoring Justice? A handful, just a few. Guess what? We building a relationship. This young man brought breakfast for me the other morning. Yes. And guess what? I'm going to hang out with him some more. Okay? But we're building that relationship and the partnership. And then you have MAC counseling service. Mental health, we know that's a big issue right now. Relationship, partnership. Where's Pastor Jay? There he is. Nice to meet you. Another relationship. He's going to be working with Brother Percy with the Inside Out Dads. Another. And I can just call all of y'all, but you already know, especially these two here on the front row. Okay? But as we gather tonight to honor the exemplary individuals, let us reaffirm our commitments to creating a more just and equality society for all. Your support tonight, I need you to support. If you look on the back of your programs, you have no excuse. You can flip them over, put your phone on there, and give a donation. And I'm going to go low with $5, $10, $20, okay? But if y'all got $1,000, throw that too. Your support tonight will uplift those who have dedicated their lives to the cause and will serve as a catalyst for a more significant impact in the coming days. And I want to acknowledge Marilyn Gambrell, because our focus is children with incarcerated parents. So through Inside Out Dads, guess what? Those are children with incarcerated parents. Marilyn Gambrell, raise your hand. She is the mother of children with incarcerated parents. And she have two of her babies back there. Wave y'all hand too. All right? I wanted to acknowledge them because they know about how the system works without a parent. But before I close, I have a young man here. He called me and said, I don't need to be honored because I'm young. But guess what? He's building a legacy as a young man. And I told him, we will honor you today, okay? So you don't have to feel that way anymore. But in closing, I urge you to join us in our quest for justice, compassion, redemption. Let us be a change we wish to see in the world. Thank you for your generosity, because I know you're flipping over those programs and putting your phone on that QR code, and your kindness and your unwavering commitment to the cause of justice. Together, say it with me, together we can make a difference. Together we can make a difference. Thank you.
Together one more time for Daphne Jack. All right, we are going to keep the program moving tonight. I want to introduce our keynote speaker this evening, Anthony Charles Graves, who is the 138th exonerated death row inmate in America with no record of violence. He was arrested at 26 years old, wrongfully convicted and incarcerated for 18 years before finally being exonerated and released. Mr. Graves is an author, motivational speaker as well, and we'll be hearing him speak tonight. I want to welcome to the stage now Mr. Anthony Graves. Put your hands together for him.
Wow, thank you. It's the first time I heard my middle name, Anthony Charles. Okay, okay. It's gonna be good there. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and fellow advocates for justice, good evening. My name is Anthony Graves, and I stand before you today not only as a survivor of a grave miscarriage of justice, but also as a beacon of hope and a warrior for change. As a keynote speaker for Prevention Zone, a remarkable criminal justice organization, and I apologize for looking down a little bit, but okay, I'm following you. All right. As a keynote speaker for Prevention Zone, a remarkable criminal justice organization, I am honored to share my personal journey. A journey that has been marked by both darkness and light, and now by a relentless pursuit of justice for others. My story is a harrowing tale of wrongful conviction, a nightmare where I was sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit. The walls of my prison cell bore witness to my despair, my anger, and my unwavering belief in my innocence. But even in the darkest moments, a flicker of hope burned within me. It was this hope that sustained me through the years of fighting for my freedom. Through every appeal, every disappointment, and every moment of despair. In the depths of that despair, I was given 2 execution dates. Each time, I was forced to confront the reality of my mortality, the possibility that my life could be ended based on falsehood and a flawed system. I witnessed over 400 executions, people being executed around me, each event etching a permanent mark on my soul, reminding me of the fragility of life and the importance of justice. But even as I faced the abyss, I refused to let it consume me. I held on to hope, on to the belief that one day I would walk free, that the truth would emerge victorious. And it was this hope, this unyielding spirit, that ultimately led to my exoneration. That hope was not unfounded. It was fueled by the belief that truth and justice would prevail. I clung to it as I navigated the labyrinthine legal system, as I faced setbacks and disappointments. I knew that my story was just not about me. It was about countless others who had been unjustly accused, their voices silent by the weight of a false accusation. I found strength in the letters from supporters, in the visits from family members who refused to give up on me. And as I sat in that cold, unforgiving cell, I vowed to emerge from this darkness with a purpose, to fight for justice, not just for myself, but for every soul trapped in the web of wrongful convictions. Upon my exoneration, I embraced my freedom with a deep sense of responsibility. The scars remain. The scars of lost years, lost opportunities, lost moments spent with my family. But these scars serve as a constant reminder of the work that lies ahead. They fuel my determination to be a catalyst for change, to ensure that no one else suffers the same fate that I did. Today, I lead the Peer Navigator Project, an initiative that trains formerly incarcerated individuals to work alongside criminal defense attorneys to mentor their clients and family members through the criminal justice system, aiming for the best outcomes. This project is more than just a program. It's a movement, empowering those who have been through the system to be now part of the solution. My work with the Texas Defender Service brought me face to face with a case of Alfred Dwayne Brown, a young man on the fast track to execution. His legal team believed in his innocence, as did I. A key witness, a young woman who knew the truth, was too frightened to come forward, having been threatened by law enforcement. I took it upon myself to meet with her, to hear her story. I knocked on her door. She opened. She seen me with an investigator, and she just went into a rage. And I said to her, hold on, ma'am. Just let me tell you who I am. And if you don't want to talk to us at that point, I'll leave. She opened up the door, and for 2 hours, she gave me the story that exonerated Alfred Dwayne Brown. This experience reinforced my commitment to advocacy and underscored the critical need of Peer Navigator Project. It is a stark reminder of the power of personal connection, of trust, and of the courage to speak the truth. Looking ahead, I envision a future where the criminal justice system operates with fairness and integrity. A future where wrongful convictions are a rarity and not an occurrence. A future where the color of one's skin or the size of one's bank account does not determine the quality of justice one receives. Reform is not just a word, it's an action. It requires us to challenge the status quo, to question long-held practices, and to demand better from our institutions. It involves implementing new technologies for evidence analysis, ensuring access to competent legal counsel for all, and fostering a culture of accountability within law enforcement agencies. The community plays a crucial role in shaping this future by supporting organizations like Prevention Zone, by voting leaders committed to justice reform, by holding our systems accountable. We can create a ripple effect of positive change. It starts with one voice, one action, one moment of courage, and it grows from there. I pledge to continue my advocacy, to speak for those who cannot speak for themselves, and to shine a light on the injustices that plague our system. This commitment is not just a promise. It's a call to action, a call to each and every one of you to stand with me in this fight. Together, we can leave a legacy of change, a legacy that speaks of a time when people came together to right a wrong of the past and to pave the way for a future built on the principles of justice and equality. This is the legacy I strive for, and I invite you to join me in this noble pursuit. As we look to the horizons, let us be guided by the lessons of the past, the challenges of the present, and the promises of the future. Let us walk this path together with determination and hope as we seek to transform the landscape of criminal justice into one that reflects our highest ideals. Thank you, Prevention Zone, for this opportunity to speak, and thank you all for being a part of this journey toward a brighter tomorrow. Thank you.
Put your hands together one more time, and I'm gonna put some respect on your name, Anthony Charles Graves, all three of them. All right, so the moment that we all have been waiting for tonight. So this year's honorees have been nominated through a meticulous process, either by esteemed past honorees or carefully selected by a dedicated nominating committee. These exceptional individuals have been recognized in 5 distinct award categories. Category 1 is Advocate Award. Category 2 is Champion Award. Category 3 is Outstanding Award. Category 4 is Humanitarian. Category 5 is the Prevention Zone Award. A total of 17 awards will be given out tonight. And my esteemed colleague, which if you watch Fox 26, and I know all of y'all in here watch Fox 26, right? Yeah. So then you know who's coming up to the stage next. My esteemed colleague, Randy, will be coming up to the stage now to give out the awards. Mr. Randy Wallace, let me put some respect on his name too.
Thank you, DaLaun. We work at the same TV station, but this was the first time I met the man. His work day, when his work day ends, is when my work day begins. So we never see each other. But it was nice meeting you, DaLaun. Okay, here we go. Sheikh Jackson, Children and Youth Advocate Award. Sheikh Jackson is recognized for his exceptional commitment and advocacy for well-being, rights, and justice of children and youth within the criminal justice system. His active involvement in Prairie View A&M University's Wellness and Houston's College of Juvenile Justice program, coupled with his specialization in mentoring and working with K through 12 students, showcases a profound dedication to youth development.
Good evening. First, giving praise and honor to God. I just want to say thank you to Prevention Zone for giving me this award, Ms. Delphine. Thank you to my family, friends, my boss, my mentors, and I hope to continue to grow and learn to positively impact the students that I work with. Thank you so much.
Next is Kevin Mack, Behavioral and Mental Health Advocate Award. Kevin Mack is honored with the Behavioral and Mental Health Advocate Award, acknowledging his remarkable 13 years of commitment to advancing mental health awareness. Through the establishment of Mack Counseling, he has not only amassed valuable experience, he has also transformed that knowledge into an on-demand counseling services, providing tangible solutions for individuals facing genuine challenges.
Good evening. I wanted to touch on a few points and make sure I didn't forget anything, so I'm going to use some acronyms from the word game, because every day we come to work, we put our game faces on. G, for gratitude for God, for entrusting us with the opportunity to be catalysts and change in our environment. Our team, I have to give thanks out to the team. None of this is me alone, but I am a small piece of a larger puzzle, and everybody comes to work hard every single day, dedicated, focused on the well-being of the community. My beautiful wife, Kira, who's always been supportive of me, can tell you countless times of me coming home day after day from secondary trauma, and she has been my rock. My mother always has been there for me and who has instilled in me stewardship and community service. I can tell you all, when there was church events, I could pretty much rest assured we were going to be involved in it in some capacity or another. Thank you, Mom. Without you, there was no me. And then the action. I was thinking what to talk about as far as what we are doing out in the community. And the thing that came to mind is psychosis to college. We have taken kids that have been in active psychosis, worked them through that through cognitive restructuring, and had helped them go to college. I was looking up here earlier, prevention zone. That's coupled with what we do in our mission. We want to prevent things from happening. We don't want to be reactionary. We want to be in front of it. And how do we do that? We do that by focusing on people's values and what's most important to them. A lot of time we can get lost in what's important to them and what's important to them, but no, what's most important to us? And I heard our keynote speaker see that, and that gives us the purpose. That's what our purpose is. We give hope to the hopeless. We empower the powerless. That's what we do at MAC Counseling. MAC Cares. I am thrilled to announce that we just started our nonprofit 501(c) as of last Friday, where we will be offering free mental services to people in the community. I know we're not supposed to use the word free, but they will come from donations and grants and funders like you all. So if any of you all feel compelled to join the cause, please reach out to me directly at kevin@maccounseling.com. E, the N, the closing. To all you, we can do all things through God who strengthens us. Thank you.
Congratulations. Felonious and Keita Floyd Justice Advocate Memorial Award. Felonious and Keita Floyd, the founders of the Floyd Institute for Social Change, are awarded the Justice Advocate Memorial Award in recognition of their unwavering commitment to promoting justice and equality. Through their dedicated advocacy, the Institute has actively worked towards advancing awareness, fostering, and positive change. And addressing systematic issues that perpetuate injustice, they have transformed their grief into a powerful force that brings hope, accountability, and reform.
Hi, everybody. Okay. Esteemed colleagues and honored members, to everyone that nominated us, supports us, and those that worked so diligently behind the scenes to help to bring this event together. Ron Reynolds, brother, we thank you. Daphne, sister, we thank you. We are profoundly honored to have been nominated for this distinguished recognition. This gesture holds immense value to us, satisfying not only a recognition of our efforts, but also the faith and support entrusted in us by such esteemed individuals as you. I would like to recognize a few people. This recognition is just not for me, but for all of us who have believed in the power of resilience, hard work, and the endless pursuit of serving others. With great respect and appreciation, we at PACFIS are committed to turning our pain into action. Tonight, as I stand humbled and honored at this event, I'd like to acknowledge my parents, Charles and Steenie Brown. If you would just stand or wave your hand. And our Director of Programs, Ms. Dana Davis. Thank you.
I just want to thank my Lord and Savior for just giving me the opportunity to be here with so many great people. Just let people know that we were born great. We're not striving to be great. We're trying to be stupendous and have everything that we need to get out and get others to do the same that we're trying to do. Thank y'all so much for having me here.
Reginald Gordon, Champion of Criminal Justice Award. Reginald Gordon is honored with the Champion of Criminal Justice Award in recognition of his remarkable journey from personal entanglement in the American prison system to becoming a dedicated advocate for positive change. Reginald Gordon's commitment to steering at-risk youth away from the pitfalls of street life is commendable, as evidenced by his impactful seminars and back-to-school rallies. Mr. Gordon is one of the creators of the famous prison program, Texas Scared Straight, author of Prevention Before Detention workshop, and Life is About Choices presentation.
Good evening. I am Councilmember Carolyn Evans-Shabazz, the council member for District D, what I call the District of Destination. And thank you, Delphine, for this point of personal privilege. You may have worked as a parole officer, but now you are walking in your calling. And I'm looking at a room full of people who are led by their hearts and are walking in their calling and in their purpose. And so I am so very honored to be here. But you know, there are people who you see working in your community who are making a difference. Everything is not perfect, but they work to try to make a difference with our youth. And so when he sent me the invitation, I said, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there. And so I want to, I am City Council member of District D, Special Certificate of Recognition to Reginald OG1 Gordon. On behalf of the City of Houston and Council District D, Councilwoman Dr. Carolyn Evans-Shabazz extends heartfelt congratulations and special recognition to Reginald OG1 Gordon. In recognition of his nomination for the Champion of Criminal Justice Award, Mr. Gordon's steadfast dedication and significant contributions to the field of criminal justice exemplify the highest ideals of public service and civic responsibility. His commitment to justice and service has positively impacted our community and serves as an inspiration to all. With this certificate of recognition, we celebrate Mr. Gordon's exceptional service and honor his role as a leading example of excellence in criminal justice. His efforts embody the values of Council District D and the City of Houston, and we are proud to acknowledge his distinguished achievements. I hereto sign my name and affix the seal of the State of Texas, City of Houston, this 10th day of March 2024, Dr. Carolyn Evans-Shabazz, honored council member for District D. Thank you.
Hello, peace, power to the people. 41 years ago, I made a commitment. But before I get started, I do no program that I speak to. Even I spoke to thousands and thousands of young people around the state of Texas. But I start no program without thanking my mother for sticking by me during the 19 years that I spent in prison. I made a commitment in solitary confinement that I would work with young people to see if they could come into prison to see that prison life wasn't made for young people. And I was blessed by this great prison warden by the name of Howard Mitchell to give me the opportunity to start a program in prison to work with young people, bringing them in. We did some, a Scared Straight program. It kind of, after I put it together, I kind of had some thoughts about it because I understand that fear only lasts temporarily, but education lasts a lifetime. But it had so many effects in so many different counties on young people and the recidivism rate going down. So when people see recidivism rate going down, that means money. So they started bringing hundreds of young people into prison. I trained
thousands of inmates on how to do it in the other prisons. I worked with young men all over Texas. I became connected with Harris County Juvenile Probation Department. I started a program in the Harris County Juvenile Probation Department called Prevention Before Detention, going into speaking all their different CUPS units. I have a program that works with all the Houston gang members. I'm a gang subject matter expert. I started another program in the Keegan State Jail called Cognitive Intervention. I do a program every summer before young people go back to school in the funeral home. It's called Snuffing Out the Smell of Death. I get emotional when I do this work because it's not a job. It's a lifestyle. You can't call this work a job because if you do, you get burned out doing it. Young people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. Dangerous work. We're in a serious time. But I still made a commitment 41 years ago. And if you know OG1, I'm consistent. I'm in everybody's house. And everybody may see me come to the building and say, oh, here he come. Ain't no telling what he might say. Speaking truth to power. But young people love me. That's why I can go any neighborhood on any given night, talk young men out of the guns. Because once they see that you're respecting and loving of them, young people will stick by you. I just want to thank my mother, again, my sisters and my brothers for being here and sticking by me while I went through those trying times in my life. But the work is not done. And the work going to take us to work with people like me and prevention to deal with this work on the street. Nobody's coming to save us, people. Right now, we're in a serious time with our juvenile detention centers. They don't know what to do with them no more. The staff that they had, they're understaffed, short-staffed in the jail. They're understaffed and short-staffed. They got a program called community-based program because they can't keep young people locked up because the staff is not willing to work with them no more. So they will be next door to you. So you better work with me. Peace. I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it.
That was great. Beth Braniff Harp, Champion in the Community Award. Beth Braniff Harp is honored with the Champion in the Community Award for her exceptional leadership as the Executive Director of Kids Mills, Inc., her unwavering dedication to ending childhood hunger in Houston through the delivery of free, healthy meals and collaborative efforts to provide resources to families showcases her outstanding commitment.
I have to lower this down, so I'm a little vertically challenged. I am just honored and speechless to be included with these esteemed honorees tonight. I am just so grateful and thank the Lord for that. And I'm so thankful to God that He is giving me this opportunity to serve children who are otherwise going to bed hungry. I just wanted to tell you a quick story. When I was able to learn about this organization almost 16 years ago, I had a friend that invited me to go out on a van ride to deliver meals to children 5 and under that don't know where their next meal is coming from. And we went to an area that was about a couple miles just from a very prosperous area. And we drove in a trailer park. And in that trailer park, I thought I was in a third world country right here in Houston, Texas. And what did I see? I saw little baby children waiting on their stairs, their little dilapidated stairs, just for a meal. I saw kids chasing our van to get their lunch. And when we honked that horn, we saw kids running to the van to get a meal like it was Christmas, to get a toy of some sort. I pray that none of us in this room have experienced that kind of hunger, but we see it every day. And we are so grateful to partner now with Prevention Zone and many others in this city that are supporting kids' meals to help break that vicious cycle of hunger. Did you know that children that are children of poverty start kindergarten an average of 3 years behind their other privileged peers? And if they're not reading by 3rd grade, if they don't have the tools to read because they haven't had the proper nutrition, they weren't prepared for those school age years, they're 13 more times likely to drop out of school. And in many cities across our country, they're looking at these dropout rates, they're looking at these 3rd grade reading levels to estimate the number of prison beds. So we at Kids Meals are committed to make sure that every child we serve has proper nutrition and sees a wonderful person pulling up in a van every day, delivering not only food, but delivering hope for a better future. And I am so grateful to be included among this group. Thank you so much.
The next award is kind of a special one for me because this is my boss. D'Artagnan Baybell, Champion of Media Excellence Award. D'Artagnan Baybell is honored with the Champion of Media Excellence Award in recognition of his exceptional leadership as the General Manager of Fox 26 Houston for over 25 years. This award acknowledges D'Artagnan Baybell as a true champion, not only for his significant contributions to Fox 26 Houston, but also for his enduring impact on the media landscape. His multifaceted approach to leadership, innovation, and commitment to excellence makes him a deserving recipient of the Champion of Media Excellence Award.
That's Nate's line. Fox 26 Sports. Anyway, let me just ask you guys, how many of you have seen me on this stage before, ever? Okay, so a handful. Okay, so first of all, thank you to Randy for that wonderful introduction, and you're a coworker. All right, thank you, DaLaun, also for being here as well. So welcome to Houston, by the way. But the reason why I asked that is because I wanted to share with you a little vignette about my wife and I's life personally. And how it ties in with Prevention Zone. And I told this story years ago when I was actually in Randy's position presenting the award to Randy. And 11 and a half years ago, a young lady came into our lives. She realized that she was pregnant, and she thought the father was person A. And at the hospital, person A was by her side along with her parents when these children were born. They were twins, boy and a girl. And the father looked down, or the supposed father looked down and said, "Those ain't mine," and walked out. And so she was sitting there left pondering the question of, okay, well, but that's kind of the way of the world, unfortunately, in today's modern day. Long story short, this was a friend of my daughter, and we met the twins, boy and a girl, at about 3 months of age. They came to our home. And what's not to fall in love with? My wife and I have 4 beautiful children, all college educated, gone and doing their thing. We don't have any grandkids quite yet. But the long term is that we committed to help this young lady. And it turned out that the actual paternal father was in prison. And so they were born, he was not present, and 3 years later, he got out and subsequently told the mother, "I didn't see this in my future, these kids, anything like that," and kind of cast them off. But we were already in their lives, and that was 11 and a half years ago. They've become our grandchildren, and we have taken them away, trips, had them over weekends, celebrations. For many, many years, Christmas for them was at our home. et cetera. And the reason why I share that story, and that's actually the short
Susan Fraser Kusi, Outstanding Criminal Justice Educator Award. Susan Fraser Kusi is honored with the Outstanding Criminal Justice Educator Award for her exemplary leadership as the Texas Juvenile Crime Prevention Center Director at Prairie View A&M University. This award recognizes the pivotal role of Susan Fraser Kusi's outstanding dedication and leadership in criminal justice, applauding her significant contributions to the field and her commitment to shaping a brighter future through research and service.
Good evening to all of the esteemed guests, and a special thanks to Ms. Jack and to the nominating committee. In 2015, I ran away from the bitter cold of Michigan. If you know anything about the winters of Michigan, you know why I'm here in Texas. So I joined the Texas Juvenile Crime Prevention Center at Prairie View A&M University. I left the Youth Violence Prevention Center at the University of Michigan to join the Texas Juvenile Crime Prevention Center. And I think we are in line with your center here. Prevention is really, really critical. So I want to say one thing. I don't accept this award for myself alone. I have an amazing team of individuals. One of the young men sitting right there is part of the team, and the young man back there that are doing the hard work. It's not an easy task, as you can imagine, but we are moving forward. We have a vision, we have a purpose, and we're doing our best to keep as many young people out of the juvenile justice system and on the path to a fulfilling life. So I want to have a special thanks to my family. My husband is sitting in the back. I dragged him down here from Michigan, Dr. Bernard Kwasi. And then the other thing is, I know it's hard to spell my last name. It's a mouthful, Dr. Fraser Kwasi. I was kind of close. I've had worse interpretations. Thank you very much.
Andy Kahn, Outstanding Community Engagement Award. Andy Kahn is honored with the Outstanding Community Engagement Award in recognition of his exceptional dedication and impactful work as an advocate for crime victims. Throughout his illustrious career, Kahn's tireless efforts, extensive community engagement, and significant contributions to victim-related legislation exemplify his dedication to building a stronger, more supportive community for those affected by crime.
You know, 32 years ago, I was in a very small role in the movie RoboCop 2. I was snubbed for an Oscar. So tonight, walking on the red carpet, for me, has a little more special meaning. You know, I thought, you know, the Oscars are being held tonight. These are the real Oscars. Everybody here. You know, we fawn and go nutso over entertainers and so forth, but the people in this room here tonight, they're the ones who are truly worthy because they're the ones doing everything day in and day out to improve our community. So tonight, these are our real Oscars. So thank you for that. I've been a victim advocate now, I'll age myself, for 30 some odd years. Been proud and honored to been doing stories with Randy Wallace for 79 years. So seems that way at times on that as well. So I've been doing that in my spare time. I refereed high school basketball for 28 years. Never missed a call. Fox News did a story on the ref who never missed a call. But I use the same analogy with refereeing a ball game as I do with being a victim advocate. You blow the whistle, half the crowd agrees with what you're doing, the other half disagrees no matter what you do. So you know what? You got to have the intestinal fortitude to stand up and do what's right and do what you actually believe in. I serve on the board of parents of murdered children and surviving family members of homicide, which is the only organization in this country in which someone else writes out your membership for you. We meet the second Tuesday of every month at Crime Stoppers from 7 to 9 p.m. I encourage anybody who cares and supports and wants to help us with true victims who lost loved ones to homicide to attend these meetings. This afternoon, I was on the phone with the sheriff's office trying to help them increase the reward for someone who killed a 12-year-old boy who was just sitting in his apartment and bringing focus to that. 2 weeks ago, I was on the phone with the parents and grandparents of an 11-year-old girl that was found in a river off of Livingston. I cannot tell you how many times I have dealt and worked with scenarios like this, but it's important to have people who champion those who can't speak for themselves, and that's what I try to do. I cannot go back and change what happened to you and your family, but we try to make things better for others to come along, and we've achieved a lasting legacy. Years ago in my former life, I was a parole and probation officer. And about 5 years ago, I was walking in a parking lot, and I was going to Kroger's. And I got out of the car, and I'm walking, and I hear this person yelling, Mr. Khan, Mr. Khan. And I'm like, oh, God, no, you know, what did I do? Did I offend somebody? Did I get somebody mad at me? And I'm getting closer, and I'm like, oh, my God, what's going to happen? And he walks up to me and goes, you might not remember me, but I was one of your parolees. And he goes, he goes, my name's John Michael Dillard. And I said, I actually do remember you. And he starts hugging me. He goes, I just want to thank you. He goes, I want to thank you for being on my case. I want to thank you for believing in me. He goes, I own my own business now. I'm a husband, a father. I see you on the news, and I'm going, that's my parole officer. And I know it kind of shocks people because I'm of the position, what the reality is that a majority of people who are in prison will eventually be released back to the community. And the question we as a community have to ask is, how do we want people back in the community? Do we want more people back who then in turn I have to deal with in Crime Stoppers, trying to solve crimes, or we do things better to make sure that we reduce people who become victims of a crime? What I try to do is take negatives and turn them into positives. Can't go back and change it. But there's a great line in the movie. Anybody here seen the movie Gladiator? Okay, there's a great line in the beginning of the movie, and that's kind of my mantra. In the beginning of the movie, Maximus is exhorting his troops before he goes into battle, and he says, what we do in life echoes in eternity. And that's what I try to do as a victim advocate. So thank you for this honor. It truly means a great deal to me. Thank you.
Restoring Justice Outstanding Organization Award. Restoring Justice is honored with the Outstanding Organization Award in recognition of its remarkable commitment to addressing the challenges of mass incarceration and advocating for comprehensive criminal justice reform. Since its establishment in 2016, Restoring Justice has been committed to pursuing Christ's justice by tackling mass incarceration one client and heart at a time. Kevin Coker, the CEO, accepts the award on behalf of Restoring Justice.
Good evening. My name is Kevin Coker. I am the CEO and Chief Attorney of Restoring Justice. And I want to say thank you to Prevention Stone, Ms. Jack, for this award. Thank you to God for having the opportunity to represent Restoring Justice today. I'm here with my colleague, Clinton Johns. He's training to be a peer support specialist in reentry with Restoring Justice, and we had the opportunity to meet last year while he was actually in the Harris County Jail, and I was able to have the privilege to represent him. But this award is bittersweet. I think it is an acknowledgement that client-centered and holistic representation is important, and that everyone deserves it, people who cannot afford an attorney, as well as those who can. But here in Harris County, I think that there is a crisis in the indigent defense system. There are a lot of people who are in the jail who are forgotten, and that's why, to me, it's bittersweet. The sweet part is that we have a team who's dedicated to representing people and providing compassionate, holistic, client-centered representation. I want to thank my team, who all isn't here, but it's a small team, the board. Over the past 8 years now, we've been able to save 500 years of incarceration over that now. Thank you. The bitter part is that there's over 10,000 people under the Harris County Jail supervision. Currently within the Harris County Jail, there's 9,220 with 1,100 who are being outsourced to other facilities throughout Texas, but then also other states such as Louisiana and Mississippi. So that is what makes this bitter, because I know that the work is not far from over at all, but I have hope that we can work together and create a more just society. I want Clinton to give some words if he would like as well.
Absolutely. My name is Clinton Johns. I am a product of, one, God's justice first, and then he restored justice by putting Attorney Kevin Coker in my life, along with the rest of the staff and the rest of the team who work at Restoring Justice. Also, thank you, Lady Daphne, for your support, for your efforts that you have given with regard to my life being interrupted for some 18 months. That it started from a traffic stop that went afoul, and starting over from scratch, picking up the pieces, I didn't have to do that alone. Not only did Restoring Justice provide representation, but they also provided family, friends, support, food, clothing, mental support, spiritual support. All of these things were provided at this organization, and even so today, it was offered from Monique Joseph, who is absent today, ask for this to be not only just a job, or not even take it as a job, but a way to connect and help other people who have found themselves in the position that I have had to go through, so that I can find not only a healing in this process, but also a way to restore justice for them as well. I heard the gentleman that was up here before, he said turning a negative into a positive, which is a very good thing, knowing that these ladies and gentlemen, these individuals who are coming out from incarceration, that they need various resources, and not to be misdirected or brushed off or misguided or given open-end promises, because they have so much that they have to transition from, just the mental mindset and capacity coming from those places to try to get themselves back reacclimated and reintegrated into society. So I want to be a part of that, and I'm grateful for having an opportunity to be a part of that. You all, everyone that is in this room is a part of that restoring justice in a circle. This is a circle of excellence in all its glory. And thank you.
Last but not least, I want to thank my wife for being here and supporting me throughout all this.
And mine too. I bet not, because I got to go home tonight. Mine's right there, right there.
Those are two smart guys remembering their wives. Danica Burgess-Brown, Outstanding Mentorship Award. Danica Burgess-Brown is honored with the Outstanding Mentorship Award in recognition of her exceptional dedication to guiding and inspiring others in the field of civic leadership and higher education. Danica Burgess-Brown is honored with the Outstanding Mentorship Award in recognition of her exceptional dedication to guiding and inspiring others in the field of civic leadership and higher education.
Wasn't really prepared to speak, but I'm happy to. At Rice University, I really get the opportunity to work with students who are passionate about social justice, and I make it my priority that they understand that to achieve social justice, they have to address the issue of mass incarceration and an inequitable criminal legal system. So I really want to thank you for this award, but I feel like a total fraud because it's really my students who earn this award by doing this work. True, I'll take the award on their behalf, but it's really you all who teach the students, because we send them out to work with community organizations and partners who are doing this work. And I'm so humbled by the generosity you all show in working with our students and developing them and helping them be advocates for change. So I'm very honored to stand in solidarity with you all and partnership with you in doing this important work. So thank you.
Damian Walker, Humanitarian Award. Damian Walker is bestowed with the Humanitarian Award in recognition of his remarkable commitment to positive transformation and social impact. Walker's remarkable journey, marked by resilience and transformation after 17 years of incarceration, showcases his commitment to overcoming adversity. Today is the visionary force behind Cognitive Enterprises, Inc. and Cognitive Justice International, 501c. Walker is committed to empowering formerly incarcerated individuals and marginalized communities. Walker's innovative training program in understanding positive communication, advocacy, motivational interviewing, and case management aim to foster cognitive justice and dismantle systematic communication barriers in underserved areas. Mr. Walker is unable to attend, and his wife, Chanel Walker, will accept his award.
Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to be here and stand in on behalf of my husband, Mr. Damian Walker, who's traveling for work right now. It's not every day that we're honored for good deeds, but today on behalf of my husband, I just wanted to say thank you to Ms. Daphne Jack and Prevention Zone for this award and for this amazing opportunity. Thank you. It was Sherelle.
I'm not doing real good with the names, unfortunately. Thank you so much. We're going to backtrack here. Let me find them. Here we go. State Representative Ron Reynolds, Public Servant Advocate Award. State Representative Ron Reynolds is honored with the Public Servant Advocate Award, and we celebrate his unwavering commitment to public service, legislative accomplishments, and community impact. He is a dedicated Democratic member of the Texas House of Representatives, representing State District 27 since his initial election in 2010, and his historic achievement as the first African American elected as state representative in Fort Bend County since Reconstruction underscores his trailblazing role in advancing representation and diversity in public service.
Well, first of all, good evening. I don't know about you all, but this is the day that the Lord has made, and I'm rejoicing and being glad in it. I am so blessed, so truly honored, humbled to receive this prestigious recognition. I want to thank you for your vision, your leadership, your service to our community, all of the board members from Prevention Zone. You all are amazing. Thank you. I follow you. I know me and you love Isaiah. And also to be here with such distinguished honorees. I don't feel truly worthy to receive this. These are really, oftentimes people in the front who their name is on the door, right? We get the credit, whether it's the quarterback, the coach, or whatever. But really, it's the linemen. It's the real people behind the scenes that really make it happen. So these truly are the unsung heroes that are the grassroots leaders, and I appreciate you for recognizing them. These are the ones that are making it happen each and every day. And I want to just congratulate everyone that is receiving an award as well. And also I want to just say thank you for all the ladies this is International Women's History Month. Thank you, women, for making a tremendous difference. And I just want to thank everyone, law enforcement, the clergy. It takes a village, as the African proverb says. All of us have an inherent duty to pay it forward. We stand on the shoulders of those who came before us that paved the way. And right now, at the state level, at the federal level, we're seeing chaos and confusion. We need leadership. We need statesmen. We don't need another, politician. We need servant leaders that are willing to get in and help and make a difference, because the disparities are real. So many people of color that are disproportionately impacted by our criminal justice system. So many young boys that are products of broken families that are in our criminal justice system. That's why I appreciate this man for going in and shaking it up, right? And all of us have a responsibility. You don't have to have a title. You don't have to have a position. You can volunteer in your local schools. They would love to have you, especially men. There's so many young men of color that don't have a father figure in their home. They're looking up to people in the streets. They're looking up to athletes. They're looking up to entertainers. They need to be able to see people that believe in them so that they know that they can get out of whatever type of situation that they're in. You know, and I love to give my story, being raised by a single mother, having a deadbeat dad that was a drug addict. But for the grace of God, could have been another statistic. So let's all do our part. So thank you again. I'm truly honored. I'm truly blessed. And I'm going to cherish this forever. God bless you. Thank you.
Anthony Graves, Valor of Innocence Award. Anthony Graves is awarded the Valor of Innocence Award in recognition of his extraordinary resilience, fortitude, and unwavering commitment to justice in the face of a wrongful conviction. It acknowledges his role as a symbol of hope and inspiration for those who have faced wrongful convictions and stands as a testament to his enduring commitment to reforming the criminal justice system.
Okay. Gotta get my glasses. I gotta get my glasses, all right? Yeah. The prison system messed up my eyes. Let the state know that. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you deeply humbled and profoundly grateful to accept this honor. This moment is not just a recognition of my individual efforts, but a celebration of the collective spirit that drives us all toward excellence. And I'd just like to say thank you, Daphne, for inviting me to be your keynote speaker. I did not know what I was going to say, but I knew I was going to say something, because I do have something to say. And what I'm saying today is thank you for creating this organization, for caring about kids the way you do. We really appreciate you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.
Sergeant Donnie Williams, Guardian of Justice Award. Sergeant Donnie Williams is honored with the Guardian of Justice Award in recognition of his outstanding commitment and contributions to fostering safety, community engagement, and justice as the Administrative Sergeant for the Patrol Bureau District 3 at the Harris County Sheriff's Office. His tireless efforts, community service, and commitment to justice embody the qualities celebrated by the Guardian of Justice Award, making him a true guardian of safety, fairness, and community well-being.
First of all, good evening. Let me say this one more time. Good evening. Once I sit down, my mentor, one of my mentors in the back, he's a pastor, so he's going to give you a whole speech. But the Lord didn't put that on my heart. But let me tell you a couple things real quick. I've been blessed to be with the Harris County Sheriff Department over 30 years. In the last 2 years, I have the privilege of, the sheriff gave me the opportunity to revamp our community engagement unit. And when you think about community engagement, we do more than coloring books and crayons. What our goal is, and my goal, and God has given me the ability to change lives. I have everybody get up here and talk about the criminal justice system and things that's going on. Yes, it's broken to a certain extent. But also, we want to be more proactive. Because when you see me and my team show up, usually it's something negative. If I knock on your door, I'm not selling Girl Scout cookies. You think it's something negative. And we need to change the mindset. And how do you change the mindset? By showing up and being active. Harris County is the most diverse community in the nation. Our department should look like our communities. I can't understand you if I never experienced what you've been through. We've been blessed to go in so many different communities, and the number one gatekeeper to get us in these communities is food. We're working with the Houston Food Bank and other organizations. We go in these communities and feed the community physically and then mentally, and then we bring in pastors like this, my mentor, the spiritual aspect of it, because we have to change the narrative. Someone said earlier, we lose our kids by 3rd grade. That is true. We're finding kids who cannot read or write. Do you know that 80% of people that's in TDC cannot read or write? Education is essential. So we believe in educating our people. Then secondly, we're going to give you opportunities. How? We bridge the gap by different gifts and organizations to help young men and women get a job, a career. A job is Popeyes. A career is something you can always go to. So we have different resources that we are giving young men and women opportunities. Everybody's not meant to go to college. And even you do go to college, what do you do when you come out? So then I utilize this uniform, and my partner, Deputy Mordecai, who has over 32 years of service in the law enforcement, also all 3 of his kids work for the Harris County Sheriff Department. We'll talk about that later. But nevertheless, I'm going to leave you with this. 2 things. 1, when you think of a pigeon, what do you think of? Somebody give me an idea. When you think of the word pigeon, what do you visualize? What kind of bird? Say it again. And what else? What else you think, ma'am? Okay, I'm going to call you out. Okay, you got to give an offering now. Okay, secondly, when you think of the word dove, what comes to your mind? Clean, beautiful, right? Do you know it's the same species? It's all about the condition of the mind. When you see something, your condition of the mind teaches you. Somebody had to tell you it was dirty. Somebody had to tell you it was clean. Our job is to change the condition of the mind. And our mind is, we can change this. No more speeches, no more protesting. We have the resources and the ability to change these young people's lives. Also, Harris County Jail is the #1 mental institution in the state of Texas. That's good and that's bad. I helped design the mental health unit back in the day. So I can tell you that's good and that's bad. How can we change the narrative? By getting off our rear ends and make something happen. This is my theory. Now I'm going to sit down and let Pastor go up and do his thing. Y'all give a love offering after he do. He's going to do an A and B selection too. But anyway, my theory is the 4 Ps. We have lost our respect for the 4 Ps. The 4 Ps is what? Politicians, preachers, right? Public school, and police. How can we change the narrative? Because if you don't respect those 4 Ps, you will not have a society. Thank you for this opportunity. God bless.
Pastor Jamal Johnson, Impact Community Award. Pastor Johnson is honored with the Impact Community Award in recognition of his outstanding leadership and transformative contributions to the greater Greenspoint community, shaping a brighter future for its residents. The pastor's leadership, mentorship, and commitment to youth development make him a deserving recipient of the Impact Community Award.
All right, well, good evening to everyone. My mentee, Sergeant Donnie, we're going to have to talk. You know, this is the 4th award that I've gotten in 2024. And thank you. But this is the first time that I've had an opportunity to say something, so I wasn't even prepared. So let me shoot from the hip on this one. No, no, I do, I do. I definitely thank you, Ms. Jack, for this opportunity, for this day that you have created for us. Thank you for your board, for your team that works together to make it happen. And definitely grateful to be honored with everyone here today. I looked on the program and mine said impact. But the first letter in the word impact is I. As I look around this room, I have worked with OG1, my man. I have been, I was a little heavier. Andy, I didn't have all this on my face. I think the hair wasn't on my face, it was on my head. But I've worked with you in several initiatives. Dart, you have been a strong supporter of the organization that I'm a part of, the Greater Houston Frontiers Club. I have worked with Damien. Damien is an amazing, amazing guy. And you all heard my mentee that was up here. At our church, the Word Church, we've partnered with Kids Meals to be able to serve kids in the Greenspoint area. And so you didn't know, but you were connecting the dots with so many people that I have worked with. But that's how you're able to make impact, when that I connects with another I, and now that I becomes we. I think at the end of the day, that is the overarching message that has to be left for us as we depart. As Andy said, this is our Oscars. But after we have taken these awards and this day is over, the work is still going to have to be done. Because right now, some young man has just been arrested. Right now, some young woman has been assaulted. Right now, some child is growing up without their parents. Right now, some grandparent who possibly was preparing for their retirement has had to rethink life, and now they have become a parent all over again because a child has just got sentenced. But if you put your eye with my eye, we can impact not only this community, not only this city, not only this state, not only this country, but we can impact the world. So Daphne, you told me as I was starting about a scripture. I'll paraphrase it. It's Sunday. But there was this guy, grew up in this rough, low-income neighborhood in Nazareth. Born to a teenage mother and to a stepfather who had a common job of being a carpenter. He hung out with 12 homeboys, one who betrayed him and one who denied him. But he in turn got his mind right. But one day he talked to his partners over food. And he said, man, I appreciate y'all, man, when y'all came to see me when I was in jail. Thank you for those clothes you bought me when I was naked. Boy, y'all looked out for your boy when I was hungry. Y'all bought me something to eat. At that time, Judas had not yet done what he fatally did. So because he was who he was, or it could have been Peter, because Peter kept a switchblade on him. But one of them, the Bible doesn't denote who it was, but one of them said, when did we do all of that? We've been rocking with you. You ain't never been hungry. you could turn a Lone John Silver snack into a buffet for 5,000 people. When have you ever been naked? When you heal sick people? When have you ever been sick? And then this guy from this rough neighborhood, the son of a teenage girl and a stepfather with a meager job, said, when you do it to the least of them, you've done it unto me. There are some least of them that need us the most. So put your eye with my eye, and let's make some impact together. So I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the woman that allows me to be gone all day, to work morning, noon, and night. And she continues to lift me in prayer, and she continues to cover me. I say that God uses my voice, but he hears her heart. So Natasha, my beautiful wife, I love you, sweetie. And I'm also grateful to have my parents here, Arthur and Tommy Johnson. They're in the back. Wave, Mom and Daddy. They both turned 80 this year, and they don't often get out much. But I told them if y'all could get a ride, I'll pay for the ticket. And it just so happened, my niece, the first of Uncle Mel's angels, Alicia, said, I'll go. I'm grateful for my brother, who I'm able to do this work with. I serve as lead pastor of the Word Church, but I also serve as the executive director of the African American Male Wellness Agency, where we every day wake up with a mission to enhance the quality of life for African American men and their families. And I'm grateful to do that work with my if I say my blood brother, but it's just like blood, my brother Donnell Cooper, who actually recommended me and nominated for this. And so, board, I'm glad that you all didn't throw his nomination in the trash. And lastly, I want you two to stand. This is who I do it for. My two boys, Adonis and Jalen. I thank you. I love you dearly, and I'm going to keep on getting these, because this now becomes what I stand on, so this can be what you stand on. You all have a good night.
Okay, our last award for the evening, Al Green, goes to Al Green Lifetime Achievement Award. Al Green is honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award in recognition of his distinguished career as an American lawyer and Democratic politician, serving as the U.S. Representative from Texas's 9th Congressional District since 2005. Green has demonstrated exceptional dedication and leadership throughout his decades-long service to the public. Robertine Jefferson is accepting Al Green's award.
Good afternoon. It is indeed an honor and just a complete joy and pleasure to accept this award on behalf of my boss, Congressman Al Green, and along with everyone else, and his lovely pronunciation is Robertine Jefferson. When you have all these syllables, sometimes you have to help people, that's all, that's all. So, but it truly is an honor to stand here on behalf of him. I know he wished he could be here to stand with you in this honor, support, and recognition for all you do for the community. Thank you.
We have one more It's got to be on here.
Well, y'all come on up here anyway. So we have to come down.
Think he's the champion.
This award goes to Ben Crump. The award is Champion of Civil Justice Award.
I'm here to accept the award for Benjamin Lloyd Crump. Everybody know him for justice for Trayvon Martin, justice for Breonna Taylor, justice for Tyree Nicholas, justice for George Floyd. He would say things like that all the time because he speaks from his heart. And the thing about me, Reverend Al Sharpton, I always call him the Attorney General for Black America. But me, I always call him the Michael Jordan of civil rights. He's undisputable. You know, he's always working. He's the hardest man in show business. Every time you look up, he's in somebody's courtroom, or he's in somebody's jail, or he's in somebody's office speaking up for somebody. And it's somebody having a problem like every day. You know, Dr. King said, the time is always right to do right. So, in honor for Ben Crump, I'm happy to be able to accept this award for him. He's been like a mentor to me. He's been somebody that stuck with me by my side throughout all the things that I've been going through in my life. So I thank y'all so much for just having me here and having my wife with me and my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, and Dana. Thank y'all so much. It's a blessing to so many people up in here. Thank y'all.
I'm grabbing the mic right quick. I'm not on the schedule. This is a plead. We have some wonderful silent auctions items back there. Only 2 bids. I mean, we have 4 championship Houston Astro tickets. We have a cake back there. I don't know if she don't want to take it back home, right? Somebody go get that cake. We have wine. We have hot sauce. We have, if you like, Cane's chicken. We have a big basket worth over $100 worth of coupons. We have, what else is on back there, guys? Oh, me, I'm an author. I have a whole package of coloring books, activity books, geared towards African-American boys and girls, and the 2 books that I wrote. It's all back there in a backpack. There is Wakanda Forever collection back there, mudcloth. There is so many things. So I just want to steal the mic to say, please, go look. And we don't want to bring the stuff back home with us, so somebody go bid on it. I know it has minimums on there, but just do a bid and we'll accept whatever you put on there. Try to make it at least more than $10. I'm gonna let them resume with the program, but they're gonna do some photos. So while they're doing the photos, go back there and bid. Bid.
All right, before we dismiss, we do have Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee on the phone who wants to share remarks.
I wanted to be there with great excitement to honor those that are in the vineyards fighting for public safety. I am actually in a meeting, as you well know. I'm the ranking member of the crime subcommittee, and we hope in the months to come I will be the chair again. I know members of the Floyd family are there, and we're committed to introducing the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. But you have already honored Representative Reynolds, Al Green, Ben Crump, and I know there are many others, and Ms. Brown. You are stupendous. I want to continue to try to advocate and be close to your efforts, because you are helping victims, and you're helping victims help themselves, and you're helping those of us in criminal justice reform to be able to do the right thing. So I want to congratulate all of the honorees, but most importantly, I want to congratulate this outstanding organization, and let us walk hand in hand together as I go back to Washington to make sure that you have the resources, the time, and the advocacy to do the work that you do that is so valiant, where you're helping those who've been wrongly and unjustly prosecuted. We want to do that as well as helping those who are in the business of public safety and are willing to stand by us, like our own chief and our own police department and other departments that I work with across the nation. We want to be able to give them the tools that they can do what is best. And so my congratulations to the honorees. Congratulations to you, Ms. Brown, for keeping this going. And we'll have an opportunity where we'll be able to be in a session that I will be able to be with you from start to finish, or start midway. But never give up on your fight for criminal justice reform, and never give up on working with those in the arena, and as well as the advocates. But don't give up on impacting local law enforcement, that they will know how to work with our community as they desire to do under our chief. So thank you again. Congratulations, and I'm sticking with you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Thank you so very much.
All right, so I see y'all are already dismissing yourselves. So this is the last you'll see of me. I'm gonna bring up Miss Jack one more time, but thank y'all so much for the opportunity to serve as an MC tonight. Like I said, this is my first engagement here in H-Town. Been here a couple of months, so I'm honored and thankful to be here. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning, amen, all right? Tomorrow, I'll be at work dark, you'll see me at work. So thank y'all so much for the opportunity, God bless you, and here comes Miss Jack.
All right, if y'all hear my voice, clap once. If you hear it again, clap again. Clap 3 times. Thank you. So here, as you all are dismissing, we do have another bid in the back for my daughter, Zoe Jack, who sings. Oh, you're not gonna do it? Oh, okay. Well, these children telling you what to do. Lost her mind. But anyway, you have these banners. I want you all to take these banners, take a picture in your office, wherever you have it, and send it to me. And if I don't get it, I'm gonna come looking for you, and I'm gonna take your banners, okay? So get your banners, they'll help you get those down. Put your plaques on your desk, and when you look at it, you'll think about Prevention Zone. So I wanna thank our sponsor, HEB, who helped fund this event. Thank God for HEB. Y'all go shop at them so we can get some more money. And I want to thank, again, our media partner. You guys just don't know how blessed we are to have Fox 26 News. Fox 26 in the house. Thank you, Mr. Dodd, for accepting us. We appreciate you. And also, I want to thank our board members. You all raise your hand if any of the board members are still in the house. Okay, all board members. All right, I see y'all back there. Our volunteers, any of the volunteers, everybody wave your hand. All right, I see y'all back there. I appreciate everyone who came in and made this possible. I could not do it by myself. I could not do this by myself. And I want to thank my family, my husband, my 2 daughters, and my son, And I see another son back there. I appreciate you. Oh, and the future son-in-law, I see you back there, baby. I see you. He want to be in this family so bad. But anyway, I appreciate everyone coming out. We are already getting notice for 2025, and we're just now finishing up 24. So you all be on the lookout because like they said, the Oscars is going on. Guess what? Circle of Excellence can be going on too, like the Oscars. All right, God bless you all. Enjoy yourselves. Go and finish off the food. Get those bids back there and take some of those things home because we can't take them with us. Good night. Thank you. Oh, all the honorees need to come on the stage for the group picture. Group picture time. All of the honorees. Group picture time. Am I missing anything? It's on the side. On here by the deck. I mean the dock. Yeah. Excellent. You should have a key. Okay. Go. Did I probably miss saying something about somebody?
Yeah, huh?
Just something that would get
Okay, yeah. Here.
I'm gonna start it over.